charge against fetal organ harvesting for the last 2 years now. Real quick preface, though. I'm not a feminist and a LGBT person. This just belongs to Pro-Life San Francisco. So anyway, so back to the topic at hand. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but thanks to a lot of Pro-Life San Francisco's work, Freedom of Information requests, public records requests, we have been, and the work of David Daleiden, we have been made aware of, Peter, we've been made aware of the live birth abortions that are happening at UCSF, tax-funded, NIH-funded fetal organ harvesting that's going on there. So the gist of what is going, just to let you guys know, is there are quid pro quo relationships between the taxpayer-funded NIH grants, these institutions of higher learning, and places like family planning and Planned Parenthood. The institutions are getting these federal grants. They are then turning and using our tax money to acquire fetal organs from places like Planned Parenthood or their own tissue banks, and then this kind of just quid pro quo sick relationship between the NIH, us, and places like Planned Parenthood. We have been working tirelessly to uncover this and to expose it. Just real quick, what has also come about thanks to the work of David Daleiden is we now understand that they're actually doing born alive abortions also. And here's how that works. So normally, D&E abortions are so traumatic to the tissues that they want to acquire that by the time the abortion's over, there's nothing left of substance that they can use. These organs are damaged and gone. So they've gotten around this by the most sick and twisted means possible, just by inducing these women into labor. 18 to 24-week-old, basically 6-month-old children are being delivered. And normally with these late-term abortions, you would give a feticide called digoxin that would kill the child before it's delivered. But because they want those organs and they can't kill them, they are purposely not giving that feticide. And according to their own research, up to 50% of the time, these children are coming out born alive. And so we know what's going on. They're doing nothing about it. There's absolutely zero protocols in place for it. It's the most sickening and wicked thing that our government is doing, bar none. And we just want to make everybody aware of it. I was arrested 3 weeks ago. They are trying to silence me. I was arrested 3 weeks ago simply for standing at a public hospital, a Zuckerberg UCSF hospital, and distributing paperwork. And they told me I had to leave 3 times or I would be arrested. I said, I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm just standing on a public sidewalk. They arrested me, and I'm going to be awaiting a trial for that. So pray for us and Pro-Life San Francisco as we just work to expose what's going on here. And if you're a Christian, you understand that this is nothing more than what has been happening for thousands of years. Moloch worship in the Old Testament, what did you do? You exchanged your baby, you threw your baby on the arms of this molten Moloch, and you sacrificed your baby to the gods. And what did you do that in exchange for? You exchanged that for your crops would grow. You exchanged that so that you could have more progeny. You were doing this relationship where you would give these gods, these demons, your children. In exchange, you would have prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, nothing has changed. Think about it. We are, in exchange for pharmaceutical drugs, in exchange for vaccines, in exchange for these drugs for Parkinson's and what we are exchanging, we're giving these institutions our babies and our organs in exchange for prosperity and life. And it's wicked. It's a violation of God's law, and it needs to be stopped. So I'm done speaking. I'm gonna give the phone to Kristen. She's gonna talk a little bit more about it. Thank you guys so much.
Okay, so like AJ said, there's a lot of really technical stuff going on when it comes to UCSF. Just the basics, we have been submitting public records requests to UCSF for a couple of years now. And this is what we know. We know that they are performing abortion procedures that can result into live birth up to 50% of the time. Additionally, they told us they have absolutely no protocol on the book for live birth scenarios during a second trimester induction abortion. So, with that, we asked them, tell us about these live birth scenarios you're seeing, because if there's no live birth, that's a statistical anomaly. And they told us, we've never seen a live birth. We know that they're lying. We know that they're covering this up, and we cannot stop bringing light to what they're doing. Additionally, they are harvesting, mind you, this is very graphic, they are harvesting the brains and genitals of children when they abort them, and they are using these parts just in horribly grotesque ways. And what we need to tell everybody, that this is going on. We need to spread the word. We need to get our community speaking on this. We hear tons of pro-life people talking about, saving the unborn, and that is wonderful. And we also need to be bringing light to aborted organ harvesting at UCSF. We want them to end it now.